Oh, there we go. Admitting everybody. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. It is December. How exciting, right? We have a lot to do this month in order to start crushing January. So what you do today is going to work next year, right? So we want to get paid starting off the new year with a bunch of escrows closing. So super excited about that. That's what we're going to be focusing on all of December. And starting with today, I got Phil Stringer in the house, and he is going to be talking to us about planning 2025 content in one day using AI. It's going to be amazing. So super excited to have him here. So Phil, you got it all. You're
I
on.
love it.
All right.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's exciting to be back. I don't know how long it's been since I've been with you guys, but it's been a little bit. So I'm super excited to go through. Obviously, we're in December. We have a month left in the year. So what better time to focus on creating content for 2025, right? It's the best time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to jump into presentation mode. We're going to take, say, 45 minutes, and it's going to be super practical. I'm going to show you my strategies for how I plan content. It's very easy. Anyone can do it, and it's step by step. So I like step by step. I like practical stuff. I hope you guys enjoy this as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to share my screen, switch over to presentation. So you guys should see this now. Plan your 2025 content calendar in one day. Creating content sucks. I think all of us can probably agree. It is a lot of work. We know that we have to do it. We can't get around it. We know that it's important for marketing our business. It's just hard. It's a lot of work. And it takes a lot of energy, right? Most of us, I think, if we're being honest, we struggle with content. Even the ones that are the best at it, it takes so much energy that it'll drain you, right? Tell me if this sounds familiar. So you spend the entire year scrambling to figure out what to post, when to post, how to make it actually work. It's chaos, and chaos doesn't scale. Coming up with good content ideas, it's overwhelming. It is another full-time job. And I know as a real estate agent, for some of you guys, I don't mention it enough, but I was the chief operating officer of a mega team. So I know what real estate agents are going through. I know all the hats that you have to wear. The last thing that you need is to find out that you also need to have a full-time job as a content creator. But unfortunately, that is just the case. If you want to succeed nowadays, you have to come up with content and you have to be on social media. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. I'm here to help you. AI is here to make your job way easier, and that's what we're going to go through today. So, today I'm going to show you how to create a plan that eliminates the guesswork for the entire year in just one day. So, what happens if I don't lay out a plan for 2025? Here's what your next year is going to look like. You're going to waste time every week trying to come up with ideas. Sound familiar? Your content's going to feel random, disconnected. It won't drive results. Likes and views don't pay the bills. Chaotic posting leads to wasted effort. But what happens if you actually do lay out a plan for 2025 and you spend a day working on this? Here's what next year is going to look like for you. Your entire content strategy for 2025 is planned, locked, and ready to execute. No guesswork. No scrambling, no guessing, no wasted time, and a lot of us need this very much. No stress. Today, I'm going to show you how to make that happen step by step again, because I like step by step strategies. I hope that you do too. Here's what you're going to get in the next hour. Ready? You're going to get the exact same framework that I use and 1,200 of my students use to plan 12 months of content in one day. We're going to learn how to reverse engineer content so that it fits your goals and your brand so it's not generic and boring. I'm going to give you the prompts and the shortcuts that save hours every week while using AI and staying consistent. I'm going to show you how to build a solid content strategy that is duplicatable, very important, and that drives real results. Sounds great, but why should we trust you? Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you've never been a part of one of my presentations and you're like, who is this guy? Why should I trust him? In 18 months,
Because
I've
I
scaled
said
a
so.
because Wendy said so. In 18 months, I've scaled a multi seven figure personal brand from absolutely nothing. I started with no marketing budget, no social media following, no experience, and no digital course. Our course now has over 1,000 students in all 50 states and in 23 different countries. I am recognized as one of the top AI visionaries in the space and a top AI efficiency coach. We've gained over 200,000 followers across social media platforms and received over a billion views on our short form video content. But I am no different from you. I'd venture to say that most of you are actually much more capable than I was. I knew nothing. I just took action and started to learn, like you are doing today. So give yourself a pat on the back for investing in the time to be here today with Wendy. This is where your journey begins. If you know me, you know I don't like fluff and I don't like imposters. What we're going to go through today isn't fluff, it's actionable, proven, and built for real growth. So, my question to you to launch this thing is, are you ready for real growth? If so, tell me in the chat. Let's see some comments, some emojis, fire emoji, clap hands, whatever. If you're ready for real growth, go ahead and show us in the chat and let's get this thing rolling. So this is me. If you don't know me, it's Phil Stringer. Probably the best way to connect with me is on Instagram. That's the platform that I probably respond to most. And so if you need help or whatnot, you can follow our journey. We share tips and tricks and some funny stories from here on out. And it'll be fun if you connect with us. If you have any questions, you can message us. We'll respond to you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first just lay out the framework of what ChatGPT is, because we're going to use ChatGPT in this presentation to make all of this happen. Okay. And it's extremely important that whether you've heard me say this or not, maybe you get like a refresher, because if we understand the very basic of what chat gpt and large language models are doing in the back end, this will change our viewpoint and it will change the way that we use these tools, and it's going to basically set the foundation for everything we're about to do. Okay, so chat gpt is a tool, and tools are only as good as the person using them, right? A hammer is only as good as the person swinging the hammer. If you don't know how to swing a hammer, the hammer is probably not going to be very useful for you. The same can be said about Chat GPT. So, Chat GPT, what is it, right? Like at the very core, I'm going to explain it to you like you're 5 years old, and I'm going to give you this very short insight in the next, I don't know, 1 to 2 minutes. And this will change the foundation of how you use it, because you will understand exactly what it is and how it's giving you a response. So, ChatGPT is what's called a large language model. It's an LLM. And you've seen probably other tools that are also large language models like Gemini or Claude, right? There are different large language model chatbots that you can talk to, and it gives you a conversational response result. So, with ChatGPT, how does it actually give you a response? What is it pulling from? What does it do? How does it calculate? It's very important to understand that when you get a response from ChatGPT or any large language model, it's pulling from three main variables. The first thing is it's pulling from its massive data set that it's been trained on. And we're talking trillions of data points that it has been loaded in with tons of human literature. So they loaded it in with articles, web pages, things from Reddit and things from journals and articles and even books. Right? They loaded it in with as much human written literature as they possibly could, so that it would understand how humans communicate, right? So it's not necessarily loading in information so that it would know true versus false, but it really loaded in all that information so that it would understand how humans write, how humans communicate, how we have our language structured. And so what it did then is it analyzed what words come after other words in most scenarios. And so it references this data set first to give you a response, and then it references the prompt that you put in. So the question that you type in, whatever it may be, the more detailed your question or your prompt, the more detailed the response is going to be. The more basic your response. And so if you've used ChatGPT and you're like, man, it just doesn't give me good content, it's because you're not asking it the right way. And that's not your fault. You didn't get into real estate to become a prompt engineer. And so I'm going to teach you the correct ways to prompt this thing so that you get very good results. Okay. And then the third and most important thing that it references is the prior chat history. So this is going to be everything that has been said in that prior history. Why is that so important for a real estate agent or for a business owner? Because if it's going to reference everything we've been talking about, then I can prime it and prep it and load it and train it with certain things in the prior chat history before I create my content. So, for an example, instead of just going in and asking it to make me a video or going in and asking it to write me a blog or an email newsletter, I can go in and I can load it with my agenda, with what I'm trying to accomplish, my goals, my target audience, my market, my price point, exactly what I'm trying to accomplish with that social media piece. And then I create the content, and it's going to use all of that information that we just talked about to then craft the perfect post or blog or whatever it is based on my goals. But we have to know how to train it and prime it first in order to do that. So that is how ChatGPT works as a whole. So what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to need Wendy's help for this because I'll probably stop my screen share in a second here because I'm going to have you guys vote in the chat because I've prepared a total of 5 different things for you today. All right. So I didn't know which one you would choose, and I don't have time to go through all 5, but I'm going to show you how to go through one of the 5 on this call. And then we can create content from one of these 5 categories. So, what I've done is you're going to pick which one of these 5 you want to learn. And I've just prepared for all 5. So I'll just jump to whichever one you guys vote for. So Wendy, if you want to look in the chat once we vote and you tell me what you think the most popular vote is, we'll do it that way. Here's what you can vote for. All right. So take a note of this because this is what you can vote for. A year's worth, so this is going to be the 2025 content, a year's worth of customized email newsletters. Just to give you an idea, our clients have seen a 62% email open rate. The global average is 21.33 using these strategies. The second option is a year's worth of customized blog posts. So we have emails, we have blogs. We had over 300,000 unique website visitors for one of our clients using this strategy. A year's worth of customized TikToks and Reels. We had over 1 billion views on short form content. Yes, that's a billion with a B. A year's worth of customized YouTube video scripts. I don't know if many of you are aware of this, but I'm an AI YouTube instructor to thousands of real estate agents and students in a YouTube course. A year's worth of customized ad content. This is a student success story example. They put $100 in the ad spend on Facebook. They generated 72 leads from that ad, and it led to 3 homes sold. I think any of us would trade $100 for 3 closed deals. So go ahead, and what I'm going to do, I'm probably just going to close out of this, and we're going to put in the chat which one of those 5 do you want to learn, and then based on what you want to learn, we will jump over and we'll do that. So Wendy, you want to take a look at the chat and let me know kind of what everyone is thinking.
I feel like everybody is leaning to YouTube.
Everyone's leaning to YouTube.
Yeah, we got a
Is that
couple of stragglers, but almost
Yep,
everyone's
YouTube,
saying you.
YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. We got emails.
I
Number
confirm. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube.
Okay. All right. Yep, we got some short form. Someone says straggler. So it's funny because I've done this live and I did it. I think the largest live that I had, there was like 4,000 people in the audience when I did this, but I did a voting on the screen. And out of the 4,000 people, there was one person that voted for blogs. And I was like, who's the one? I don't know why blogs get such a bad rap.
I looked for the poll. I looked for the poll so we could do a poll, but
yeah, no, I normally I have a poll set up,
Crazy
but I figured,
blogger.
there we go, we've got it. Adrian's the one.
oh my
Adrian's the
gosh,
one.
so funny.
I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna set up this presentation for YouTube then, and we'll just go through YouTube together. We'll do it together, and I'm very practical, so I'm gonna share my screen, and we're just gonna go through this together, all as a family. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go to this. I'm gonna give you this slide, and I'm going to give these slides to you guys. There's basically 5 prompt sets that I have for this. I'm going to give this to you at the very end of the call. So make sure you stay till the end of the call, because I'm going to give you these. That way you can just copy and paste them. Okay. So here we go. Let's share screen and go back over here. This is the very first prompt that we're going to use. So this is a year's worth of custom YouTube videos. So step 1, and this is the step that we should use for everything, guys. Train ChatGPT to fully understand your business and your goals. So it says, prepare to generate content for me in future prompts. Before we proceed, I want you to fully comprehend my business, customers, target audience, and goals. Base your future responses on my provided answers that I will give to you. I want you to fully understand my objectives.
We just have
You can't see your screen.
I must have shared the wrong page. Hold on. Let me do it again. Sorry about that.
Everybody's like, wait.
Was it just on my face, or could you guys see something else?
It just said it was kind of like loading or something. So try again.
Oh, weird. Okay.
It's
Let's
okay,
try it.
Phil. Some of us made a mistake in the last year or two.
There you go. Yeah. Well, do you guys even
Tough
do you even
crowd.
it's a very tough crowd. Let's try this again. Share entire screen. All right. Do you guys see
Yes.
Train ChatGPT? Okay.
Yes.
It must have been something with the internet, because I did the exact same thing, but who knows? So it says, prepare to generate content for me in future prompts. Before we proceed, I want you to fully comprehend my business, customers, target audience, and goals. Base your future responses on my provided answers that I will give to you. I want you to fully understand my objectives for creating content. To achieve this, ask me at least 25 questions about my business, customers, target audience, vision, goals, and any other necessary details to complete the upcoming task to the best of your ability. Your understanding is crucial for optimal results. So this is what we start with, okay? So I'm going to give this to you guys at the end, to where you can do what I'm doing. You just take this and you copy it and you paste it in. So what I'm going to do, let's do this here. So I'm going to start a new chat. Okay, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to paste this in, and I hit enter. Okay, that's all you're going to do. And then it's going to ask you a list of 25 questions that you need to answer. All right, so it's going to generate just like this. And what I'm going to do then is, once it's done generating, I'm going to copy all of these, paste them into a Google Doc, a Word doc, a notepad, whatever you use for your notes. That's what we're going to use. And we're just going to answer these questions. So you can see here, it breaks it up into different categories. I have 25 questions now, where I can just copy all of this and I can paste it in. So I can copy this here. I can go over, let's start a new Google Doc. All right, so I'm going to start a new Google Doc. And I'm just going to paste in those questions that it asked me. All right. And I'm going to start with the first one from Business Overview. What's the name of your business? What product or service do you offer? So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say, Stringer Real Estate. And I, offer, and I'll write in my service. I'm a real estate agent and I offer these services. Right. And then I go to the second one. What's the mission and vision of your business? So if I have a mission or vision or something that's really close to my heart, I could say I enjoy, helping veterans purchase homes, right? Or whatever it is my mission is, my vision. If you have that, put it in. And you can see how we're just going through, we're answering questions. How long have I been in operation? So I could say I've been in operation for 74 years. I'm actually 90 years old, guys. My skincare routine's really, really good. What sets you apart from your competitor? What's my unique selling? So what I'm doing is I'm answering these questions to the best of my ability. if there are questions that I don't have an answer to or I don't know how to answer, you don't have to answer. Okay. The more information you give it, the better it's going to be as far as very detailed to what you're trying to do. But any information you give it is going to be better than nothing. So if you're like, you know what, I really don't know my UVP right now, you can skip it and you can go to, all right, who's my target audience, right? And you can answer these questions. Once you're done, I want you to copy the whole thing, questions and answers. I want you to copy that. I want you to go back to ChatGPT. And I think I actually did this before just so that we didn't have to sit here and do it. I pasted in, see here, I pasted in the 25 questions and my answers up here. So I had all these questions and answers where I just did it for my fake Stringer real estate team, right? I pasted it in and it says, okay, thank you for the detailed overview of Stringer Real Estate. It's extremely comprehensive, provides clear insights into your business model, target audience, values, and goals. Here's how I'll use this knowledge to optimize content creation and strategy for your business. So it goes business model and differentiation. I said that I'm a hybrid brokerage model. It goes through and it shows audience engagement, right? This is how it's going to engage with my audience. I put that agent recruitment was important for me. So that's going to be a part of my content as well. The tone and style of my content is in here from my questions. My marketing strategy, my recruitment strategy, client focused strategies, tech integration, future planning. Like it's pulling all of this, testimonials, training and development. It's pulling that stuff from my answers so that it's going to use this in the content that it creates to be very specific to Stringer Real Estate. So then it says next step, all right, for upcoming prompts, you can let me know what you want. Now, in this conversation, ChatGPT is trained and it's going to reference all of this information, including my answers, before it creates content for me in this conversation. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this little PDF that I gave you, and I'm going to go to step 2, which is 100 content ideas your target audience may want to know. So what you're going to do, I'm going to read this to you, but then we're going to copy and we're going to paste it in. It says, generate a list of 100 high-value, super interesting, lesser-known, and clickbait-style content ideas about my specific niche in business. For each content idea, provide an explanation while highlighting my niche and value proposition. Craft each short explanation to be engaging, offering insights that would captivate potential buyers and clients. The goal is to come up with 100 content ideas for me to educate my audience, showcase my expertise, and attract new clients. Ensure that the topics you include are intriguing and aligned with the interests of my potential buyers, serving as rich material for future content creation. These 100 content ideas will be used to build a content calendar for the year for multiple types of digital content. The main goal is to provide as much value as possible while generating an amazing list of topics. Okay. So we pull this, we copy this, we paste it in, which I've already done right here. See, I did this right here. I pasted it in and look what happens. Here is 100 engaging and valuable content ideas for Stringer Real Estate. And it gives me 10 hidden costs of buying a home and how to avoid them. The secrets to selling your home for 10% more than your neighbor. 5 little known ways first-time home buyers can save thousands. Why your real estate agent could be overcharging you. Do you really need a real estate agent? Here's the truth. You can see, and it goes through and it gives me different categories. So this is education focused. Then I have behind the scenes content, a day in the life of a Stringer real estate agent. Why our agents know the market better. Then we have market insights. So I put in my fake thing that I'm from Detroit. So 5 metro Detroit neighborhoods you've never heard of but should invest in. Like it gives me all these different ideas. Personalized client stories, right? How we helped this person, because telling a story is really good for content. Agent recruitment options, where I can pull in some agent recruitment stuff. The secrets to building a real estate team that thrives. What it's like to work in a family-oriented brokerage. Again, my target audience here is for other agents to join my team in Detroit. Tips and how-to guides, how to sell your home in a slow market. So these are going to be tips and how-tos. Myths and misconceptions, unique selling points, referral programs, financial guidance, seasonal and trendy content. You have inspirational stories, And then you'll notice it's probably going to cut off after so often because ChatGPT has a context window where it can only spit out a certain amount of information. And so if it stops before the 100, all you have to do is type in continue. And it will continue on at number 66, right? So tech and innovation, legal changes and market risk, team cultures and values, investment and wealth building, client-focused education, trend spotlights, and thought leadership. So I get this list of 100 amazing ideas, right? What I want you to do is I just want you to copy the whole darn list of 100. All right, so I want you to copy all of it, and I just want you to paste it in on another Google Doc. So here are the items that I just pasted in, right, again, to save time. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go through each of these, and I want you to say, do I want to do content about this? 10 hidden costs of buying a new home. I love that. Okay, yes. Secret to selling your home for 10% more? Yes. And go down this list and find something. The truth about home staging, is it really worth it? Find the things you don't want to talk about or that don't really speak to you and delete it. So maybe you're like, you know what? I don't want to do a day in the life. I'm going to delete this one. You can delete it out. And then you've just got, these items here. What you're going to end up doing, I'm going to undo that. But what you're going to end up doing is you're going to delete out the ones you don't like. Don't like this, don't like this. And you are going to end up with a list of, say, 60 things instead of 100 or 70 or 80, depending on how many things you don't want to talk about that you can do. What you're doing here is you're whittling this list down to the very best ideas that you love and you want to talk about and that resonate with your area, your target audience, and whatnot. So now you have this list of 60 ideas that you're like, I love all of these. I'm going to do content for all of these. And that's when you're going to go to step number 3 for the YouTube. And that is creating a complete YouTube content calendar. And I'll read this to you. It says, I'd like you to help me come up with a content schedule for my YouTube channel that has the best chance of helping me reach as many clients and potential clients as possible. The entire goal is to establish my authority in my market and provide massive value to my audience. I want to inform and captivate potential buyers and clients with my content. I would like to post 1 video per week. Now you can change this. Like if you want to change how often you're going to post, you can do that for 52 weeks. Please target clickbait style video titles that will get people to want to watch my content. Please organize the video title in a nice looking table so it looks like a calendar. Each week should be separated into its own table. Use whatever knowledge you have about my specific business, goals, and target audience to create this calendar. Then here you paste in the list of content ideas that you just whittled down to, say, 60, 70, whatever. So I copy this first. I'm going to go into ChatGPT. I'm going to paste it in. And then right below it, I'm going to paste in my list of ideas that I have whittled down. And then I hit enter. Here's what it's going to do once I have put in all that information. You see, I've got all the ideas here. I've got all 60 ideas. And then it's going to give me, all right, here's week 1. And here's the title, right? And these are YouTube titles for my videos. All right, beautiful. So I've got all these different, so it's taking the ideas and it's turning them into a calendar, which ones to post on which week. And it is giving you a YouTube title that you should use for that. Okay. So now you've got a list of, it'll go through and it'll do all weeks and it'll get you your 52 weeks. And once this is finished, I'll let this finish while we're reading the next one. Once that's finished, we then go to step number 4. And this is generating custom video for YouTube. So it says this, it says, based on the information you know about my business goals and target audience, please help me create a viral long form video for my YouTube channel about, you paste the title here, based on my specific goals in business, help me come up with a full-length script that will capture the attention of my target audience and make them want to share it with their friends. The goal here is to provide massive value to my audience, establish myself as an expert and the authority while entertaining and engaging my audience. You can also specify how long you want the script to be. Like if you're like, I want to shoot for a 10-minute video, or I just want to shoot for a 5-minute video, right? You can put that in here. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to paste it in. And let's just say, for this example, I'm just going to put, shoot for 5 minutes in script length, right? And I'm just going to add 5 minutes. That way it knows how long. I can do 10, 15, however long I want. If you want it to be a certain length, you can do that. But then you see how it says paste title here? All I need to do, let's just start at the top. 10 hidden costs of buying a home revealed. Or we could do since it's 5 minutes, we could do 5. 5 ways first-time home buyers can save thousands. I like that because it's 5 and 5. So let's do that. And we're just going to paste the title that it already created right here. And then we're going to hit enter. Then it's going to generate a YouTube long form script, and it gives you ideas. Now, guys, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do the exact same thing, but it at least gives you an idea of here's the opening scene. And it can help you with inspiration just so you're not starting with a blank canvas. But then you've got this here, right? And then you have, cut to you holding a tablet with a list of programs on the screen. First time home buyer programs are like secret weapons, blah, 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 blah. And then of course, like any of these things that you see in here, if you want to change any of the numbers or change it or tweak it to make it specific to your situation, you do that. But it's going through and it's creating this entire script for us. And it tells us when the time, like here at 3 minutes and 45 seconds ish, you're going to take a minute on this tip, right? Boom, here you go. Call to action at the end. Here you go. Subscribe for more tips, and it gives you these ideas of what to do. It balances education, authority, and relatability while staying engaging, right? So now you've got that script. Once we're done with the script, we can then go down to number 5, which I find can be helpful for inspiration purposes. It says, I'd like you to help me come up with 5 YouTube thumbnail ideas for my video. And again, you just put your title in there. That will generate a high click-through rate and the best chance of helping me go viral. Each idea should contain 5 or fewer words on the thumbnail. That is specific data that if you use more than 5 words on the thumbnail, you don't get as many clicks. So that's real stuff, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now it understands what video we just did, so I don't even really need to put the title in there if I don't want to, but I will. I think the title of our video, 5 ways first-time homebuyers save thousands. So I'll just put it in here. It's going to know that you just created that script. So you don't really have to do that, but I'm just going to do it for this presentation. And then it's going to give me ideas. Because the reason I don't have it create the actual thumbnail is because ChatGPT uses a program called DALL-E to create images, and it's bad. It's not good. Don't use ChatGPT's image generation for YouTube thumbnails. Use Canva, okay? But this will give you the text that should be on the thing that you can paste into Canva, right? And then it gives you an idea for a visual. So it's just like you have 1 idea, 2 ideas, 3 ideas, 4, 5, and it gives you the idea of your video in less than 5 words that's eye-popping and catching for the thumbnail. And then it gives you a visual where you can use this for inspiration. Be like, oh, that's a great idea, right? And I might not like this one, but I like this one. 5 hacks equals huge saving, whatever. And so this really helps with the thumbnails because then you don't have to start with a blank canvas or a blank page. You've got all these different ideas and you've got these viral kind of hooks that you can put on there that are less than 5 words or 5 words or less. And it'll help people's attention to go towards that. So I do have a bonus tip on here. If you don't like the YouTube video title, right? Because it laid out the titles in the content calendar. Use this prompt to pick from 10 different options. So it says, I'd like you to help me come up with 10 YouTube titles that will have the best chance of helping me go viral. Please come up with clickbait style video title ideas for the following video. And you paste in the title that it gave you. And this is like if you don't love the title. So I'm going to do this. And then again, this 5 ways first time buyers save thousands. I'm just going to put this in here. And it will give me 10 that I can pick from that are alternate. So 5 home buying hacks every first timer must know. Revealed how first time buyers save 10,000 plus. Stop wasting money. You can see how it gives you so many different options. And it's really an incredible tool because now I can say, you know what? This is the one I like. And you can pick that rather than just being stuck with this one. Okay. So that's kind of the step-by-step process for YouTube videos. Really quickly, any questions on that 5-step process? And then I'm going to go into something real quick. And then at the end, I'm going to give you guys that PDF so you guys can just copy and paste. Any questions before I move on for the next couple minutes here?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said that on the thumbnail, it's best to have 5 words or less.
Yes. No more than 5. It is shown with data that if you have more than 5 words on the thumbnail, you will get less clicks.
So what you just picked, was that not a thumbnail?
What are you talking about? The title or the thumbnail?
Yeah, the
So
title.
the title can be more than 5 words.
Okay.
So that's going to be the
Okay.
title of the video. The thumbnail is the image
The
that you
image.
click
Okay.
on. So on that image, the reason they say 5 words or less is because if you put more than 5 words, those words are so small that it's hard to read.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion there.
I don't know where that fucking thing is.
Cool. Any other questions before I move?
Yes,
Yeah,
I have an
Caleb.
observation that I did see you include. Number one, whenever I'm writing something, I did the same system that you did in the beginning. It works fantastic, so I vouch for it. It's fabulous.
Yep.
Having said that, I do ask it to optimize it depending on what I'm going to use it for. So if I want to optimize it for Google SEO, I'll include that in the description. If I want it for Facebook, I include that. And it does make a difference. So that
Yeah.
would be my observation
100%.
number one. Then my observation number two, I found that with some of my colleagues, never say thank you. Because people treat ChatGPT like a person. When you say thank you, you are affirming that the information that it gave you is absolutely correct, and changing it is very difficult. So those are my just 2 comments.
Cool. Yeah. So this is, for YouTube specifically. And yeah, that's helpful. I think I see a question in here too that says, how do you make it sound like you? So here's a little hack for you guys as well. If you're writing video scripts, so if you're doing this for YouTube, long form, or if you're doing it for short form, sometimes you're like, well, that doesn't sound like me, right? It sounds like ChatGPT. And a really cool hack that you can do is you can take a video of you speaking or even audio and just grab the transcription and paste it in and say, I want you to match this exact same tone, style, look, and feel of what I'm saying, right? And it will then speak how you speak. The script will be written in how you normally talk and the words that you normally use. That way, you're not reading this script that sounds like it's written by someone else or a robot and whatnot. And so what I would do is I would just take any time you've spoken, it can be audio or video, grab that transcription or upload the audio to ChatGPT. If you have the paid version, you can do that and say, analyze this speech or analyze these words, and this is what I want you to stick with. And you can do that for your script. So that's a really cool thing too.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a hack worth using. And so what we do is we actually do this for our clients. We create a bot, which is a custom built GPT that you can pull in and out of any conversation. So I have a Phil's speaking bot. So if I'm in that conversation and I'm making a YouTube video, I'm going to pull in, you hit the @ symbol and you type in Phil's speaking bot, right? And I say, write this in Phil's speaking voice. And that bot has been trained on all of my speaking. And so it knows that how I write is different than how I speak. And so YouTube scripts, video scripts, we use that Phil's speaking bot to then write things in Phil's voice. If I'm writing an email or a blog or something written, I pull in Phil's writing bot because how I type is different than how I speak. And so you can do that. We actually build and create custom GPTs for our clients who want, like, hey, I want my speaking bot created. We do it for them. I want my writing bot. We do a whole package where we give them writing, speaking, we give them their unique value proposition, and they're able to use those bots and pull them in and out of any conversation at any time in ChatGPT. So it's really cool. That's kind of another hack that you guys can do as well when creating scripts. Okay. How to create a bot. That would be another class. But yeah, we definitely in my coaching program, I go through it. If you guys want the bot created, I think I have the link for that. I think I remember it. We do offer that as a service. I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah, it's philstringer.com/chatgpt. I'll put it in the chat, where we actually create the bots for you, and you can see the two options that we offer. philstringer.com/chatgpt. But let me take you guys back here, and I want to give you guys some more value before we open up to questions and call it a day. I'm going to share my screen again.
Bill,
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
you go on, can you explain why do you keep using clickbait and what does that mean?
So clickbait is just a term for do something that people will want to click on. So it's going to make it sound interesting instead of like, here are some tips, for home buyers if you're buying for the first time. It's going to say like, you saw how it kind of made it more interesting, where it was like revealed how first home buyers save X amount of money. Like that sounds way better than just like, here's how you can save money if you're a first time home buyer. It just makes it more interesting. Yeah, cool. So let me share my screen, and then I know we had people who voted for the other categories. So for those of you who voted for the other 4, I am sorry that we didn't get to go through those. But again, with demonstrations like this, with the time that we have, we really can only focus on one. But I do have an offer for you, for those of you who are wanting the other 4. First of all, what if I were to give you, instead of just giving you YouTube today at the end of this call, what if I were to give you all 5 content categories? Would that be something that you guys would want? Like just so you could have the prompts to step by step for all 5 categories, not just the YouTube. Is that something that would be good? Cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you about something that I'm extremely excited about that we just launched yesterday. And then at the end, I'm going to give you guys all 5 categories. I have a QR code that you can scan, and you have the steps for all 5. But I want to show you this. How much would you spend if you hired an expert for each of the 5 categories that we just went through? So you hire an ads person, you hire a YouTube person, you hire a video editor, you hire a graphic designer. How much would you spend having an expert dedicated to each one of those 5 categories, and they create the content for you? It would probably cost a ton of money. I know this because I spent the last 18 months interviewing agencies, trying to figure out how much it would cost to get people to create because I don't have time anymore. I'm speaking, I'm traveling, I'm doing all this stuff. I need help creating the content to be really good, right? This was the quote that I got. This is not what I'm charging you, don't worry. This is the quote that I got from my most recent conversation with an agency. It was $14,000 a month. They would post on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook for me. So they're going to do like the same post, and they copy it over from Instagram to Facebook, whatever, and they put it on LinkedIn. That's it. They don't do ads for me. They don't do blogs. They don't do email newsletters. This is just to run my social media. 14,000. So I got really frustrated, and I was like, literally, it's between 10 and 15 grand for an agency who does really good work just to run social media. Then I'm gonna have to do an ads person. Then I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to find all these people. It's so expensive. And I got so frustrated because I was like, I know, like, I don't want to pay 14 grand. Your normal entrepreneur, solopreneur, they're never going to pay 14 grand. Like, they'll never be profitable. And so I wanted to find something that was really high quality, but not expensive. And so what if you didn't have to learn how to become an expert at creating all the different types of content? What if you didn't have to spend an insane amount of money hiring experts and agencies, like that 14 grand a month? Better yet, what if experts were trained on my AI strategies so they could create high quality content in 1/10 of the time, making it then 1/10 as expensive? So this is what I want to introduce to you guys. We just launched this yesterday. Super, super excited about this. Probably more excited than anything I've ever done. I have a new thing called Custom Content Hub. So it's a credit-based content system. So with Custom Content Hub, we've reimagined content creation for small businesses. We combine AI tools with professional talent to deliver high-quality results faster and more affordably than anyone else. No agencies, no headaches, just great content created and done for you. So here's how we make it all possible. This is how it works. 1, you're assigned a dedicated project manager. They work with you. They understand your vision, your goals, your brand, what you like, what you don't like. So that way you don't have to deal with multiple people. That one person is the only person that you deal with, and they fully understand exactly what you're trying to do. You're given 30 monthly credits, which I'll show you the menu of what we offer and how many credits they cost. Unused credits roll over to the next month. So like if you only use 20 credits, well, you're going to have 10 credits roll over to the next month. So it's not like we're like, oh, you have to use all 30 every month. You're going to lose it. You choose whatever marketing services you want, and then you receive fully designed content created by experts, and all the experts are trained on my AI strategies to make it go faster, more efficient, and make it cheaper for you. So here are the menu items. Social media post, 1 credit. Video editing, anywhere from 1 to 3 credits. So 90 seconds or less is 1 credit. Under 5 minutes is 2 credits. And under 10 minutes is 3 credits. Brand creation, like if you come to me and say, I need an entire brand kit, I need to redesign everything, I need a logo, I need a whole brand created with colors and a whole kit, 6 credits. Email copy for an email campaign, 1 credit. A full newsletter design for like if you're doing an entire email newsletter and you want it to be designed and graphics and pretty and have a template, 3 credits. Blog copy, 1 credit. Paid ad campaigns, 4 credits. Keynote PowerPoint presentation design, 5 credits. Ebook or report, 2 credits. And graphic design, so this would be like, hey, I need a YouTube thumbnail created, right? 1 credit for any graphic design work. So it's $2,000 a month, no commitment. You cancel at any time. So it's not like you have to sign up for a year or anything. If you don't like it, you just cancel. But you have those 30 credits that you can use every month. So if you're interested in this deal, we just launched it yesterday, and it's customcontenthub.com, and that will get you the information for that program. You're assigned a US-based project manager, so they're in your time zone. That way you're not dealing with people around the world. We get everything back to you within 72 hours, so it's quick turnaround time. Really super, super excited about that program. Just so that you guys are aware, I'm going to show you my AI Academy as well. Some of you guys are aware of this. We just launched a new academy a couple months ago, and so it's the 2.0 Academy. With this, you get 500 plus prompts. You get a login with lifetime access. You get an on-demand AI course. You get live Q&A sessions every week with me. And then upon completion, we give you a certification and an invitation to a weekly mastermind. So if you think the prompts that I've been going through are helpful for you on this call, think of having a bank of 500 plus that I add to, change, update, to where you can just find what you need, click it, copy, paste, and you can create whatever content you want with those prompts. A little bit of a glimpse of what the AI Academy can teach you. It does a lot. We've had so much success from our students in this program. And then the price for you guys, we have a 50% off deal that expires at midnight tonight, but it's just for Tech Tuesday. So it's 3 monthly payments of $9.99. The price for this program is normally $6,000. So you guys get it for 3 payments of $9.99. You have to use that code TechTuesday24 to get that discount at checkout. You can scan that code, or you can go to philstringer.com/academy. So any questions before I give you guys the 5 content categories? Any questions that you guys have for me? And then I'll put that QR code up on the screen for you guys so you can grab that PDF from me.
All right, I am looking through chat. Yes, please. Too much. Yes. Okay. So yeah, 14,000 was way too much. We don't
14,000 is insane. I was like, no, but unfortunately, agencies charge 10 to 15 grand for that, and companies can pay for it, but the little guys like us can't. If you're a solopreneur or small business, it's impossible. Yeah.
Right.
A
Sheila?
question. What are the 500 prompts plus? I didn't understand that part on the academy.
Yeah,
And-
so in the academy, you get the on-demand video course of us teaching you how to do everything, but it comes with a bank of 500 plus prompts. So like the prompts that you were copy and pasting with me today, I showed you 5 of them. I
Okay.
have a list of over 500
Real
that you
estate
guys.
related, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So here, I'll share the screen with you so you can see what you get. So this is my pack. You get a login to this website, and you just go through and you're like, okay, I want to create my business plan for 2025. This one's so good. And you just go down here and you copy the whole prompt. It gives you an executive summary, business description, this whole long prompt, and you paste it in. Like, look how long this thing is. But it gives you an entire business plan for 2025. It's incredible. And so we have prompts like this where you just pick what you want: email, advertising, SEO, YouTube, Twitter, whatnot. And you just go to the one you want, you click on it, you copy and paste.
That is so cool. Angel.
Good morning. Hey, Phil, I have a quick question. I
Yeah.
purchased your AI Academy. I believe that's the course, when you first offered it.
Yeah.
Is this updated content included in that?
Yeah, it's completely different from the first one, and it's with all the updates and all new information. It's a much better experience. We switched platforms. They're bite-sized chunk videos now. So instead of just like a 30-minute video with one session, we broke out every little task into its own short video. So let's say you're like, I need to learn how to remove this from an image. Well, you just go to that 2-minute video and you click on it. That way you don't have to scrub through and be like, which one was that? Which session was it? What timestamp was it? So it's a much better experience. And then we're adding modules to it every week, and it's on demand.
How do we access that if we, like, my program is on the Notion platform. Is this the same
Mhm.
thing or am I confused?
So what you have is our old academy, which you still have access to through our new platform. The new academy, the 2.0, the one that I just announced here, that's a completely different course that's updated and different from the first one we did, a couple years ago.
And how do we access that new platform? Sorry.
At admin@philstringer.com. If you need any help, they can help you with anything that you need. They would have sent you an email in September when we launched it saying, hey, here's the new platform. But you can give them an email. They'll call you, walk you through. Her name's Meredith. She'll help you get in.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. Awesome. You guys ready for this PDF?
Yes. Give us the
Sweet.
good stuff.
Let's do it. All right, let's see here. All right. So I've got this QR code, and then I also have a link if you don't like QR codes. So this is where you'll get the 5 categories step by step. And if you hate QR codes, you can go to philstringer.com/TechTuesday24.
Joanne, are you getting this? We need to put this in the email that goes out to everybody.
Yeah, I've been grabbing them on the websites.
Awesome. Thank you.
Love it. Awesome. Any questions from you guys? I know that's a lot of info to kind of go through in 1 hour, but I always want to make sure that it's action-packed.
Yeah, no, that was great. Good stuff. I just have one tiny question that I probably should know the answer to. If your voice is different, like say you're talking to luxury clients and then you're talking to Tech Tuesday agents. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, when you have 2 different voices, like how do you have to get 2 ChatGPTs or
Don't do 2 ChatGPTs. What I would do, if you have the paid version, I would create a GPT or a bot with each of those voices. If you don't have the paid version, I would just take a transcription from when you're talking to, say, Tech Tuesday people, or you're talking to a luxury client, and paste that in before you ask them to write the script. And you can do that every time. With the free version, you can just, take that as your example, keep it on a Word doc or a notepad or whatever, and be like, Wendy's voice for luxury, Wendy's voice for Text Tuesday, and just copy it in, paste it, and be like, here, I want you to match this style before you, and it will do that. If you create a bot, it's just pre-trained on that information. It never forgets. You can pull it in and out. It's super cool.
That is cool. I like that.
We do create bots for people. So if you're like overwhelmed and you're like, dude, I want a speaking bot, I want a writing bot, I want you to craft my unique value proposition, we do that all in that package, which I think I shared the link. It's philstringer.com/chatgpt, where we actually create all of it for you and give it to you. You don't have to have the paid version of ChatGPT to use those bots that we create for you. So you can use the bots at any time, pull them in and out of whatever conversations.
We love done for you, right, people?
Yes.
We're busy selling houses. I don't have time for this stuff.
And then we're not getting that second website to open.
Which one?
The philstringer.com/techtuesday24. Someone said they couldn't get the QR code, couldn't catch the QR code, and I'm not getting the site to open.
I did.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
then I'm
opening for
doing
me.
something wrong.
Yeah, we'll put the links that we got all in the email that goes out to everybody, include, oh my gosh, 65 people here. This is how many people want to crush 2025.
We're gonna crush it, yeah.
We're excited. Let's go.
I
Well,
love it.
thank you. Thank you so much for being on the call. I know you were a crazy busy guy, but
Of
I always
course.
appreciate you.
You
talking
caught me. I'm flying to Paris in a little bit, so you caught me right before.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
And I didn't see your response yesterday till last night. I was like, if he's on a
That's funny.
plane, will he not be here? Oh my gosh.
No, we can make it work.
Yeah. I called Meredith. Did she tell you?
Yeah, she did. That's funny.
Awesome. All right. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And Phil, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And
Yeah.
soon.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you.
All right, guys. So we're going to hop into the VIP room where we press the buttons together. So I did extend the Black Friday sale through today. So if you want to get 50% off of VIP, the first month off VIP, the link is in the chat. And also pretty much everything is still 50% off in my Stan store if you want to go shopping. So if you didn't spend too much on Cyber Monday. So anyway, see you in there. Have a great day, guys. Bye.